Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Card Pull Sundays. and today we're pulling from, I don't remember if I pulled from this. I think I might have. I don't remember. Soul Truth and Self-Awareness. And I love this deck because it doesn't just, kind of give you the feel for what the week is going to hold, but it actually gives you journal practices. So, very cool. And there's been a lot of energy. I feel like a lot in my throat right now. So if you're watching this, definitely take some time and do some work on that throat chakra. Speak your truth. It doesn't have to be anything big, but if you've been neglecting to tell somebody something that you need to, or scared to share something about yourself, open up. Be willing to share that. Sometimes it can be really hard, especially with, we get into struggling with our self-worth. We get into not really, like, I don't know, the energy feels kind of heavy today. It feels like there's just this like, you're so close, right? Like, you're getting there. Everything is, starting to resonate. The big shifts are coming. But, like, there's this doubt, lack of self-worth, not knowing if what you have to share is going to help somebody. Like, maybe in your past somebody's, told you that, what you've had to say isn't valuable. And so it's made you, and I would guess that this would be somebody close to you, because, like, it's sat heavy on your heart and it made you really question your place. So, speak your truth. You are valuable. You are worthy. And, we choose our family, and, for very specific reasons. So I think when you really come up with that emotion, that feeling, that, when they've been the ones to really, like, shut you down, it can be really hard to break free from those feelings, because they're your family, and and you get taught that your family is meant to have your back. And so when they don't have your back, it can be very discouraging and make you really want to shut down. But the truth is they might not be where you are at. You may have been born into that family. Your choice may have been to come into people that were going to shut you down and not believe in you, just to give you that courage to step and move forward and think outside the box and go further. And just because they're not ready for what you have to say, and not ready to believe in you and believe what you have to offer and to share, that is okay. Okay? Share it with whoever will listen. The people, when you share from authenticity, when you come out of the box and and start running beside I was gonna say start running beside the box. when you start to think outside that box, when you start to really, like, pull yourself away from the people that discourage you and the people that are telling you can't do it, and you see the value within yourself, regardless of what the people closest to you, like, we get this established belief that the people closest to us are the ones that should dictate what we choose to do and where we choose to go, because they're supposed to have our best interests at heart. But the problem with that is we get born into generations of people that are stuck in the same belief. So if you chose as a soul to be that big change, then they're not necessarily going to be the first people that see how amazing you are. And they just want what's best for you, but they don't know what's best for you. You do. So when you can start letting go of all of the information coming from all the people that are around you, and you can start listening to that inner voice and seeing that worth within yourself, that is when your beauty, that is when your true soul, that is when your true self is really going to start to shine, because nobody wants the dulled down version of you. And the people that do want the dulled down version of you, they're not your tribe. They may be your family. They may be the people that you were, like, that you connected with at one frequency on some level. However, when you start to find your true self, when you start to open up and allow yourself to be that purest version of you and start to shed the programming of who you were told you were supposed to be, that is the light that is going to shine. That is when your light is going to radiate so brightly that you are going to find tribes, you are going to find people that love you in ways that you never ever expected to. So so the card in this that popped out as I was running off, look at this hair this morning, like lovely. Like this is what you can do. Okay, like you can be authentically you and have your hair twisted twisted up to the side, and people are still going to find you, and people are still going to love you because you had that hair sticking up in random ass ways. Or somebody's going to see your peacock style and be like, that girl, like, no. So what, but it is okay. It is okay. People are allowed to love you and hate you and do whatever they do because they are on their journeys, and it's you finding your peace, your place, and your strengths in a place where everybody is on that individual journey, that we are creating our own lives in our own world. And when we end up with people that aren't matching our vibration, they're either there to see if we're ready to raise and stay in that higher vibration, or as like, and to see if we can stay above those other frequencies. When you are far on your journey and all of a sudden you get a reflection of somebody that you used to be, that could be are you ready to stay higher above that frequency, or are you going to fall back into that old frequency, that old version of you, and rekindle that self-doubt or rekindle some of those bad habits? Those are the tests that start to come. They aren't to hurt you. They aren't to make life miserable. They're literally to see where you are at. So this card today, I love this. Do I know all my strengths, and am I using them? All right. Because honestly, if you don't believe you're worthy and your strengths are coming through as wrong or weaknesses to the people around you, are you questioning your strengths? Are you questioning them? So are you just putting them to the side because somebody around you that you love tells you that it's not a strength or that it's not good enough? Okay. We all have superpowers, but it's up to us to uncover them. And the people around us aren't necessarily going to be the ones to help lift us up to actually discover them. When we live and lead with our strengths, we are able to show up in our zone of genius. This inspires others to do the same. You may not inspire the loved ones. You may not inspire those people that are closest to you, right? You may need to inspire other people and different people in ways that you never expected before your family even comes close. So ask yourself, how can I use one of my soul's gifts today to contribute to this open and ready world? You will find the people open and ready for your superpower. Have an amazing Sunday, everybody, and have an amazing week.